We want to identify properties used to solve a linear equation. And we're given this equation 7 times v minus 5 is equal to negative 21. Now, in order to get from here to here, what we did was we distributed the 7. And that's just called the distributive property because it's the distributive property of multiplication over addition or subtraction. And addition and subtraction can kind of be the same thing. This can be minus 5 or it can be plus a negative 5. So we just call this the distributive property. Now, in the next step, we add 35 to both sides, and that is the addition property of equality, which says that we can add, says we can add the same number to both sides of an equation without changing the results. Those are equivalent equations. The addition property of subtraction, the subtraction property of equality says that we can subtract the same number from both sides of an equation. Now, in order to get from here to here, all we did was simplify or combine like terms, but that's not an option that we're given in ALEKS. So we're going we choose the term simplify. And then we're going to divide both sides by 7 in this step, and this is the division property of equality. And like the addition and subtraction properties of equality, we have division and multiplication properties of equality. The division property of equality says that we can divide both sides of an equation by any real number other than 0. We don't divide by 0 in algebra. And the multiplication property of equality says that we can multiply both sides of an equation by any number other than 0. And I want to give you an example of that. 2 does not equal 3. But if I multiply both sides by 0, then I have 0 equals 0. So the multiplication property of equality does not hold for the number 0, and that is something to remember for later on when we solve rational equations. And then we simplify again.